right, some intense weather across the country. Here in Utah, definitely on the milder side in comparison, but we're seeing some warm temperatures so far, Nate.
Yeah, it's been nice to see the warm up, the change. We're above average, so getting some early summer-like feels as far as temperatures go. Blanding, the southeast corner of the state, showing off the blue sky, some of the calm conditions that Sarah was talking about. The warm up thanks to southwest flow that's been increasing ahead of a trough that's going to be moving into the Beehive State, at least northern Utah tomorrow. Temperatures then in Logan, very comfortable, if not a little warm. 84 for Logan, Ogden 88, Salt Lake City 85. We've hit 86. St. George 10 degrees warmer at 95 degrees with those blue skies that you see from the Washington School District IT camera. So this has so far been the hottest day of this year so far with 86 degrees. Normally we're 77, so we're about 10 degrees, as we mentioned, above average highs. And that goes for much of the state across northern Utah, southern Utah, maybe closer to 5 degrees above average. St. George hitting 95, 93 in Powell, 85 in Blanding, 94 in Green River. We've had 10-degree cooler temperatures up in the Uinta Basin for Vernal, and about 10 degrees cooler than that in southwest Wyoming. We're in those mid to low 70s. Pollen forecast, of course, with the clear skies, the dry weather, nothing to rinse out or clean out into the air here in the valley, so we tend to see higher concentrations of pollen. Of course, mulberry, ragweed, and oaks. We're starting to see some weeds and also grasses impact some of the pollen forecast. Could dip a little bit into Thursday. We are expecting a front that's a mainly dry front to move through, but could generate an isolated shower or two to help clean out some of the air. It is going to generate some gusty winds. We'll walk you through the timing on it. Radar then showing some of those showers that have formed, fairly light precipitation across the central mountains of the state. We've had a few thunderstorms. There was a thunderstorm that moved through areas or eastern Millard County on its way northward. We're seeing some of those showers make it into some of the mountain areas in and around the Provo area. We're looking at fairly calm conditions, though, across the Wasatch Front and as you head north towards the Idaho state line. The storm system on the coast sliding inland. It will drive a front through tomorrow afternoon through northern Utah, dropping temperatures, but also generate some strong winds. High pressure takes over the rest of the week until Sunday. We could start to see some more changes into next week with another storm system potentially clipping us, generating another chance of some wet weather, but not a huge threat at this point. So the storm threat, though, for Wednesday, notice the area shaded in green extending into eastern Nevada. We have a small chance of a thunderstorm. It's about a 10 to 15% chance, so maybe ice to the skies, especially as the front's moving through tomorrow afternoon. By about 2 o'clock to about 4 o'clock will be our best bet for the Wasatch Front of seeing a shower or storm. So if you've got outdoor plans, keep that time frame in mind, either before or into the evening hours. We should see quickly improving conditions across much of the Wasatch Front, with that storm system continuing to push through central and eventually east of us as we get into Friday. Not much moisture, if any, popping up on the precipitation forecast, maybe 1/100 of an inch with a shower that moves through, unless you're directly under a thunderstorm. Mid-90s again for Wednesday in St. George, 96 on Thursday, partly cloudy skies on Friday. Temperatures hovering, getting close to the century mark, but upper 90s expected Saturday. Breezy winds on Sunday. Still no big changes into next week. We'll still maintain those mid to upper 90s for highs. Again, we expect hot temperatures in the summertime, but it's just late spring, so we could be a little cooler in St. George. Not for now. Wasatch Front, 80 degrees. That's chance of a storm in the afternoon. Otherwise, 80 to 74 into Thursday. We rebound pretty quickly behind that quick front to the near 80-degree temperatures on Friday. Almost 10 degrees warmer as we get into Saturday. Then we oscillate some with above average highs in those mid to low 80s into next week. Partly cloudy skies again on the weekend and Tuesday next week. But overall, no washout, I think, of any of the days. We could use some rain, of course. We don't go try too long, but I'm really enjoying the temperatures.
We'll give you a slow clap for that, Nate Larson.
Yeah, because it's all on me.
Yeah, you did a nice job this week. We'll take it. Thank you very much,
well
sir.
Crafted.
Yeah, really good job.
You had some showers in softball.
Yes, we did. I'm glad that's over.